Okay, for the MacDade Boulevard concept development study, we came up with project ideas that fall into three buckets. The first are the shorter term ideas. So we think these are types of projects that could possibly be achieved in the next few years, maybe 1 to 3 years. One avenue for that could be through an upcoming PennDOT safety project. Generally, these are ideas that are lower in cost, quicker to install, and really focused on safety. And then we have this medium term bucket. These are ideas that could be achieved through ongoing projects and near term opportunities. The county has talked about a potential trail crossing project here. Generally, these ideas range in scale and go beyond safety. It might include things like streetscape. We think these could be constructed in the next 3 to 8 years. And then the last bucket are project ideas that could be maybe achieved through additional funding sources and future capital investment. These project ideas are larger in scale, requiring more agency coordination for their study, significant curb work, and potential street redesign. And we see those as maybe taking place in 8+ years. And I'm going to walk through each of these sets of project ideas now. Okay, so let's talk about the shorter term projects first. And here you can see the key issues that we're looking to address. We want to shorten crosswalks and make them more visible. We want to refresh pavement markings and signs, add a left turn lane at Springfield Road because we heard that concern from residents. We also want to lower the speed limit and limit left turns into and out of driveways because those are where those conflicts are occurring that are potentially leading to angle crashes. So as you can see in the drawing here, the idea is that we could put high visibility crosswalks at each of the intersections, particularly the signalized intersections. And we can also use that intersection daylighting tool to increase visibility at the intersections. We could also incorporate painted medians where we think people might want to especially cross the street, such as potentially here at Pine Street where you have bus stops on each side. And we can also enhance the safety of that median by having warning signage telling people to slow down because there's a pedestrian crossing coming up. We can improve the yield signs and markings at the Chester Pike intersection and adjust the signal timing to give pedestrians more time to cross the street and to shorten those crossings. And as discussed, we can look into a project that provides that left turn at Springfield Road from MacDade Boulevard onto Springfield and gives that phase its own cycle length, its own cycle phase, so that you have a chance, that green arrow to turn left in that way. We can also look at tightening the curb radii at the Springfield Road intersection. Other ideas include turning that northbound lane in between Springfield Road and Main Street into a median, so you can no longer ride in that lane. And instead, you'll have one northbound lane to drive in. The purpose of this is to limit movements in and out of driveways. And so you'll see that all of these driveways become right in, right out driveways. And that, again, reduces the number of conflicts when you no longer have people turning left in and out of driveways. We can also look into reducing the speed limit along this section of the corridor. Currently, it is 35 miles per hour. And we are thinking one idea could be to reduce that speed limit to 25 miles per hour. Another idea is to eliminate the all pedestrian phase at Main Street. So right now there's a phase in the signal cycle that allows all people to cross in any direction at a time. And that's a fairly inefficient use of the cycle. And so we're thinking about changing that so that there's a set time when pedestrians cross in one direction. But ensuring that they have enough time to cross. Another idea is to reduce the speed limit in this northern section of the corridor as well. This is the section in Darby Borough from Main Street to Wycombe. And we're also showing here painted edge lines to visually narrow the roadway. We can also improve the uncontrolled crossings that are in this part of the corridor. Again, that's with high visibility crosswalks, painted daylighting, as well as maybe a painted median. And lastly, we can use hardened center lines throughout this entire section of the street to slow turning movements and overall slow traffic along the corridor.